Are we there yet?
Yep, this is the place.
This place is practically deserted. What are they doing in a place like this?
Why don't you take a guess? Go on, a wild stab in the dark. You're like lambs to the slaughter.
What's this all about, Zaki?
Come on, Dia. You really think we didn't hear about what you said back in Aru village? Not only do I know that you're looking for Delavar, I also know that you've teamed up with people from the academia to look for the missing scholars.
So, you've been watching us from the very beginning?
Uh-oh. I knew leaving Sino behind was a mistake!
And you left the strongest one in the village, didn't ya? Who do you think you are? You really thought we'd fall for your little business deal nonsense?
So you and Delavar have been partners all along.
Dia, I guess it's only natural for a traveling mercenary like you to be out of the loop. Those of us who hang around the tavern have stronger bonds than you think. But you got one thing right. We're all looking forward to an uprising in Sumeru. There's nothing more we'd like to see than the desert folk overthrowing the academia.
If that's the case, then I'm sure Delavar wouldn't miss a second of it.
I'll be honest with you. If it weren't for what you said in the village, your little monologue about the Wall of Samiel would have convinced me that you're one of us.
Delavar. And Engar, you're here too, huh?
Long time no see, Miss Mercenary. You should have known the traitors are what us followers of King Deshret despise the most.
Dia, I thought that you, a fellow desert dweller, would understand why King Deshret is greater than the Dendro Archon. Little did I know, you don't deserve to join us.
Yeah, gee, what a missed opportunity. Adopting radical views and kidnapping innocent scholars, all because of some baseless rumors. Anything else I'm missing out on?
See? There you have it. Mercenaries are just a bunch of faithless scum with only one thing on their minds. Mora. Pathetic. You're all like a pack of street rats.
You're not wrong. Mercenaries are driven by Mora, and my faith lies with whoever's paying me. As long as there's a profit to be made, anyone can become my friend.
Enough talking! Get him!
Just as I expected. Let's teach him a lesson, traveler.
One with nature.
Solidify!
Scatter! The wind knows me.
Time for a light show!
Impossible! How could you?
So, what do you think about your meticulous network now, Zaki? How did you say it? It's only natural for a traveling mercenary like me to be out of the loop. I'm guessing your informant told you that I'm just an incompetent merc with no real fighting skills, correct? I mean, that is what I said after all. And of course you would believe everything he reported. The only thing you know about me is that I'm a mercenary, but you've never seen me in action. Even though you heard we went to handle monsters together, you believed that Candace was the only one doing all the real fighting. That so-called Flame Mane is just a fraud. She admitted it herself. She just uses her connections to gain the trust of others. That's what you thought, right?
You lied in the village because you figured that we'd have people watching you.
And you were stupid enough to fall for it. I figured as much the first time we drank together. You all thought you were so smart. Pathetic. Okay, that should be all of them.
Whoa! So you've been planning this since we were in Aru Village?
No task can be done without preparation. I just happened to notice a couple suspicious-looking people while you were out investigating.
Oh, but instead of catching them right away, you let them report back.
Those two who were snooping around were just a couple small fries. If we want to get the real catch, we have to be patient and give it some time.
Oh, you mean the funny name she mentioned back in Uncle Ampu's house? The wide-eyed butcher, scar-riddled bandit, Paimon can't remember them all.
That's just a bunch of drunk talk. Edgar and Delavar like to talk themselves up when they're drinking. Edgar, the wide-eyed butcher, and Delavar, the scar-riddled bandit, are the nicknames they came up with for themselves. Alcohol has a way of making people share what they really think. So Edgar and Delavar are always rambling in the tavern about how King Deshret is a superior deity.
What about Zaki?
He's just a numbskull who fell right into our trap. Zaki was probably the best hidden of them all. My initial plan was to find Delavar first, and then try to track him down. That's what you wanted to ask when we were at Uncle Anpu's house, right? Jabari's one of the villagers you talked to. You know, the one who wanted to treat Isak and his grandpa to some food.
Wait, so he's a radical too?
No, he isn't. I just needed to tack on a random villager name to make the eavesdropper think that I was making some wild guesses based on my impressions.
Wow, what a genius idea!
Ah, you're too kind. It was straight from the usual playbook, if I'm honest.
So, that thing you were saying before, is it really true?
About what?
About how mercenaries only care about Mora, and that—
Does that bother you? What makes you so sure?
Dia, do you dislike the Dendro Archon like the other desert folk?
You two are pretty sharp. No, I don't have anything against the Dendro Archon. I've heard a lot of nice things about the Lesser Lord from Dunyarzad. I can understand her devotion and gratitude. Dunyarzad's just an ordinary person. There's no way a god would be so involved in the lives of everyday people, unless they were truly compassionate.
I've begun to realize that the sages are behind everything that's happened recently. The radicals' blind belief in King Deshret, making the Dendro Archon out to be an enemy. It's all the academia's trickery.
But I see through it all. And unlike them, I can never be hostile towards anyone who's never done anything wrong.
Dia.
Anyway, looks like we're done with business here. Traveler, lend me a hand. Let's tie him up and bring him to the village. This should be all of them. I'll let you take it from here.
Hi, the only
All right.
reason that I'm not talking
I'll be
right
in
now is
touch.
because I'm sick. I'm sorry.
Until then, please stand.
Candace, do you need any help?
Candace will be okay on her own. I trust her, so you can too. She's been guarding Aru village for
And
quite
thank you
some
for
time
saying
now.
I have a good
If
stream.
anyone is qualified to question...
While I'm questioning them, why don't you pass some time by exploring the area?
I'll meet you back here tomorrow morning, Traveler. As for these idiots, let's just hope they live to see another day.
Oh, I'm getting better. It's okay. I'm all good. Next one. Somebody else is also watching in a YouTube world on VR chat right now, so I'm on call with him.
Hey, Dia!
Right on time. We'll know any moment now.
Paimon's been wondering. You seem to know Candace pretty well. Have you been friends for a long time?
We've known each other for some time now. She's a pretty interesting person. Even though she's an extremely strong warrior, she never misuses her powers against others.
Oh, Paimon knows what you mean. Like a lot of martial artists say, never take the fight outside the ring.
Yep, I guess you can put it that way. It takes strong convictions to be as dedicated as she is, and shoulder that kind of responsibility. Us mercs, on the other hand, we pretty much live from one day to the next.
Well, Paimon thinks you're great too.
Really? Thanks for that.
I should get him in a party
Paimon's
chat.
here, and he's pretty early too.
Yes.
Jason,
I was here
if you want to
yesterday
get
to
on
help out a
a
little.
PlayStation party through the app, you
help
can.
out? By doing
Or we
what?
can.
Sharing some interrogation
You want to
techniques.
try that?
Oh, you mean you
Maybe
taught Candace
later?
some more persuasive methods?
Okay.
Right.
Come on in, everyone.
Come on, let's go inside.
We always wanted to start a podcast, so it wouldn't be too bad of an idea to get in a party chat.
Whoa, you look furious.
Do I? Huh. What gave it away?
Oh, there's no mask that can hide true bloodlust. Cover up your eyes, and it'll still show itself at the corners of your mouth.
Perhaps I need to work on my composure. Still, it's perfectly understandable why I'm angry. I'm sure everyone present would agree.
Yes, ma'am.
Please, don't feed us anymore.
Oh my goodness.
Looks like Sino taught her well.
You fear death yourselves, yet you do not hesitate to place the lives of others at risk. The absurdity is mind-boggling. The ones you call mad scholars are known to us as the Village Keepers. They are vital members of our community, and some even count them as family. You come here, to my village, and you treat my people as nothing more than stepping stones towards your goal. Tell me, what would you do to you in my position?
Mercy! Please have mercy!
You've made your bed.
We may all be desert dwellers, but there's one thing that I understand better than you. The resurrection of King Deshret will only result in war. And war serves no one. The people of Aru Village care little about which god is in power. Life may be tough and tiring, but we wish to preserve our way of life. A war would only cause us to lose all that we have. And that is not a responsibility that you can afford to shoulder.
Oh, thank you.
We understand. We're sorry. I'll tell you everything
He said
I
he's
know.
gonna
Please,
stay on
just
the
let us
stream
go.
while he studies to help me get watch time.
I'm listening.
That's cool. Thank you very much.
You might not believe this, but it wasn't us who came up with
I was
this idea.
thinking that you were my boyfriend
Someone
on the
was spreading
stream
rumors in the
because
tavern. That's how
I
we ended up
usually don't
hearing
get
about
anybody
King
on the
Deshret's
stream.
resurrection. Some
Except for in
mystery
a
man told us that mad scholars
Quest
would make
world.
the perfect sacrifice to usher in King Deshret's resurrection. They give their lives, and we can get anything we wish for.
They're called Village Keepers. Slip up again,
Oh my
and you'll
goodness.
regret it.
Yes, sorry. It was all that mystery man's doing. He told us to spread the word about King Deshret's resurrection and talked us into helping him.
Yeah.
In return, I'm not sure.
That's one.
Huh?
Oh god.
One what?
Love that.
Strike. You get a total of 3. Then, you die by my hand.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm telling the truth.
She
We don't
cool.
know anything. It was all him.
2.
He got us to lure them out of their houses in the night with some kind of incense.
My boyfriend
we
likes
take them to a
Dragon
junction
Ball
outside
a
the
lot,
village. Then
so
the mystery
it's
guy
cool to
takes them
see
from
another
there.
Dragon Ball fan in the stream.
You gotta believe me, please. I'm telling the truth, I swear. Just ask them if you don't believe me.
That was indeed the truth. Traveler, go on.
You have to believe me. If I knew that, I would have told you his name right away. I'm not risking another beating to keep his secrets. No way. That guy, he wears a cloak, and he's always careful to cover his face. He calls himself King Deshret's envoy.
I believe I may know what's going on.
Uncle Anpu? What do you mean?
Smooth.
Okay, speak.
If my suspicions are correct, this mystery man they speak of could be from the Academia. Some time ago, people from the Academia attempted to take the village keepers away. I refused, insisting that they are part of our community. It strikes me now that this secretive character shares the same goal they had.
Which means it's highly likely that the Academia was purposely spreading a false rumor to trick the radicals into delivering the village keepers right into their hands. They were the ones who brought them here to begin with. Now they're trying to take them back?
Not the Academia again.
Just as I thought. But what could they want with the village keepers?
People are nothing but tools in the eyes of the Academia. A change in their plans likely means they found another way to exploit the scholars. Regardless, our top priority now is locating the village keeper.
You're right. Isaka's still waiting for news on his grandpa.
Time to go. Let's leave the village and try to track them down.
Yes. Pack up and get ready to leave.
You got it. Candace, I'll let you deal with the radicals. Leave everything outside the village to us.
All right.
Let's meet back here once everyone's ready. Let's get some food in us and then we'll... Whoa! Where did you come from?
Well, as you can see, I am merely sitting here and reviewing what we have deduced thus far.
You were gone for ages, and now you're suddenly sitting here musing to yourself? Where have you been anyway? Hey, what's with the silence?
You never think things through before asking questions. I'm giving you some time to make up for that.
Paimon's so mad! Paimon's gonna give you an ugly nickname! Never mind! Paimon's got nothing. There's just nothing super obvious to pick with this guy. It makes it so hard.
Well, you've heard nothing to suggest I left this whole time. So clearly, I stayed in the village to investigate. Anyway, you plan to leave Aru Village and keep searching for the truth of this matter, yes?
Yep. We're not gonna find out anything more by staying here, so we thought that we might as well take the search elsewhere. Enough with the silent treatment!
No. I'm just surprised that you decided to team up with him.
Al-Haytham, You haven't helped us out at all ever since we arrived at Aru Village. Bold of you to question our choices.
Yeah, you're all talk.
While you were investigating, I had my own work to do, which I've now finished.
Drop Paimon getting squashed like a fly.
To be honest, we aren't really a team, so
I
I have
actually
no
kind of like
obligation to inform
Paimon
you
in
of my
later
whereabouts.
story quests because she
Not to mention
actually
that
cares
going
about the
separate ways
characters.
allowed me to find some important information that you all
She
had
shows
missed.
that she cares on like interlude quests. It may not seem like it, but she
Right
definitely
here in
does.
the village?
Correct.
What did you learn?
I'm going to take you to someone. But before that, you need to understand where she's coming from.
What does that mean?
How do you think the residents of Aru Village feel about what we're doing? In other words,
My
do you
boyfriend also
truly
brought up
believe
a
every
good
single word
point
the
that
villagers tell us?
Paimon might be a baby god instead of a full-grown, like, omnipotent being because she has normal human knowledge and like
Hiding the
a
truth
little
does
bit
not
more than
necessarily
that.
equate to lying. Again, these people, remember what Candace said?
I think that
most people in Aru Village don't
What?
necessarily care which deity is in charge of Sumeru. That's because whether King Deshret or the Dendro Archon has power is of little
it's not
significance
really
to
game
them.
theory.
By contrast, the perils of their daily lives are ever-present concerns. They won't simply share everything they know with you without good reason. That's why you believed there was no further information to be found in this village. Glad you're following along. Among those you have talked to, there's someone who was consciously keeping you out of the loop. In fact, she's been observing your every move since you arrived. The reason being, to someone who only wants to live their life in peace, any external
Ethan's
factors
cool.
introduce
I don't like how people
unpredictability into the equation.
mischaracterize him. Like
Those eyes. Those fierce eyes. You look like a real fighter.
Don't change the subject.
It's quite obvious that she's intimidated by Sino's authority and strength.
Right. You were asking about the mad scholars.
She corrected herself mid-sentence because she's aware that there are King Deshret fanatics in the village. If she sounds too friendly towards the village keepers, she could easily make herself the radicals' next target.
I think it's been a few days since I last saw them. I usually go to bed pretty early, so I'm not too familiar with what goes on at night.
Remember? She made a point of denying her involvement in anything that occurs at night.
But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic towards them. Even though they act a little strange, they've helped me in the past. If it weren't for them, my house would have collapsed long ago.
After speaking to the village chief, it became clear that the village keepers had protected Aru Village at night. In other words, the young miss was very much awake during that time.
Then why would she lie?
By getting involved with an outsider, she risks drawing unwanted attention to herself. As for why she might be so wary about all this, maybe you should ask her.
I'll pass on this one. You said that she is afraid of me. If so, it's best if I stay out of this.
We're on it! The hunt begins!
Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories of my home.
Miss Shawnee, as we discussed earlier, I've brought someone with me.
Mr. Alhaitham, I'm aware of where you stand, but how can I make sure that you're
Huh? What do you mean? We need to clarify our stance or something?
Go ahead and talk to her. You'll get the answers you want. Go on. Earn her trust.
Is it really that simple?
May I call you Traveler? Hi, Traveler. I want to ask you something. Do you think the resurrection of King Deshret can truly change Sumeru for the better? Why's that? That's very similar to what Miss Candace says. I know you two are friends. That's why I'm willing to talk to you.
I only have builds for like my main characters, and that's like
Before, I wouldn't even
Yoimiya,
have the courage to ask something like
Kazuha,
this. Traveler,
Zhongli, Diona,
do you believe
and sometimes
our lives will
Hu-Tao.
get better?
Yeah! We came here
Sometimes
from
I switch out builds for characters that I want to play as, and like see if I'm any good with them.
Of any one nation. But even so, we've met lots of people from different places, and we've always fought for what we believed in. We have friends in Sumeru, and we want to help them. That's why we decided to stay here for a while.
I want to trust you. My apologies
I
for
can
posing
show
my
you my
questions
builds
like
once
that.
I'm done with this.
To be honest,
Alhaitham told us you have your reasons. It's okay. We understand.
the fact is that only one side of my family is desert folk. I don't really fit in anywhere in Sumeru.
I can help you.
Some
build your
believe in the
characters better,
Dendro
maybe.
Archon, while others believe in King Deshret. I don't belong to either side, and neither side would want me.
Speaking of which, the radicals mentioned that they despise traitors.
I
Do
can
they
also
just
help
think
you get
that
artifacts
anyone
once
who's
you get
different from them is a traitor?
the summon domain.
Yeah. Some people can be so narrow-minded when it comes to bloodline and beliefs.
I don't
Makes
have
no
Cyno, but I
difference what
really like
say or
Razor.
how I behave.
They're like
I'll
one and the
always be
same to
suspected
me.
of having ulterior motives.
Well, I don't really like
Slowly, I just
know
stopped
much about
talking to
Cyno's
people.
like
I
abilities,
pretended not
but
to
they look
hear or
really
see
alike.
anything. All I want is to live my life in peace. And then it happened.
I never got to use
The village
the
keepers
trial
who
for
had helped me
Cyno.
disappeared with no explanation, and I didn't dare breathe a word about it to anyone. Until now.
You can tell them. I'm sure he'll keep your secret.
All right. I'll tell you what I told Alhaitham. I actually have a sharper sense of hearing than most. Sometimes, I hear strange crying sounds in the night.
There are ghosts?
My favorite character?
Perhaps. I'm not sure.
My
It's
top
faint,
5 would be
but it's definitely
Yoimiya,
the sound of crying.
Kazuha,
It comes from far away in the distance,
Dia,
and always carries very raw emotion.
Dia,
It used to be louder and more frequent, but ever since you arrived in the village, it doesn't seem to happen as often. And when it does, it's much quieter. I have to focus really hard to make it out.
Nahida.
I confirmed this with the guards on night duty. They also have someone with a good ear, and he's heard
Ito.
similar sounds at night. But because we're in the middle of
I
a
don't
desert,
have
you would rather believe that they are the cries
Nahida,
of beasts
Ito, or
than
Dia,
ghosts.
but that's because I haven't played a lot for the past couple
There's
years.
really nothing around these parts, except for an old hospital not far from the village.
I think they used to use it for treating Elazar, but it's been abandoned for years.
Yeah, let's go!
I skipped like 2 or 3 years. I think Ito is dumb. I like his, like... I kind of relate to Ito in some way. I like Clorin. She looks cool, but I don't think I have any chance of getting her. Plus, I'm like rolling for Alhaitham instead. Chlorant is the new character with the gun. Sorry, I'm on call with my boyfriend right now, and he's talking to me about Genshin stuff. I think Nouvelette is an honorable mention because he looks cool and his story's cool, but I don't really. I don't know.
Gaming looks pretty cool, even though he's fucking gaming.
Gumming.
It's gaming. Look at him.
It's gaming. Oh, what's your top 5 characters, Jason?
Obviously, the guy that you were just looking at. Number 1 is Ito. Number 2.
You don't know anything about these characters.
I don't, but he looks cool. I'm going off of looks. Number 3 is Traveler. Number 4 is Gaming. Number 5, Yogi.
He said Ryosley, Ito, Traveler, Gaming, and then Yoimiya. He's going off of looks because he knows nothing about any characters. Not Traveler. I mean, I guess the story is cool, and he looks kind of cool, but he's like one of the most basic characters. Also, his stream's a little behind, so he doesn't see your comments real fast. I have barely any characters. You can see where I stopped playing, like, genuinely.
Where's Ganyu?
You can see where I stopped playing and then started playing up here.
Where's Ganyu?
Where's Ganyu?
Yeah, dude.
I always really wanted Ganyu. Also, people used to say that she had huge tits. I guess she got nerfed.
Well, we could look it up. Also, you can't say that, by the way. Your stream might get flagged now.
Oops. Oops. Oops, I didn't mean to say that. I started playing around when Xiao became part of the story. But, I ended up getting Hu Tao as my first. Yes, I'm straight up examining her. I only recently got Mona because I lost a 50-50. And then I also got Chi-Chi because I lost a 50-50 last banner on Wanderer. Like, I guess it's worth it, but, you know. I always wanted D-Luke. D-Luke is one of my favorite characters, story-wise and looks-wise. Chi-Chi from Dragon Ball... Dragon Orb Z! Dragon Orb Z is crazy. I have not gotten Ningguang on this account yet. Never ever. Never ever, even though she's one of my most wanted characters. I have this, Barbara. I still haven't gotten Jean. Klee is one of my also most wanted characters. I have a 5-star Refinement 5 Dodoko Tales for Klee when I get her. And I'm pretty sure I have all the materials that I need to ascend her. I can't believe that I got Keqing instead of Klee. talk. I don't know anything about half of these characters, but they all look so cool, and most of them I really want. I tried pulling for Arlecchino, but I didn't get her. It makes me mad.
She did have boobs that were bigger, and that's why that one avatar has a resize.
I kind of wanted Mika, but I also kind of didn't want Mika. I don't have him anyway.
Bro, my fucking VR chat just crashed.
Oh. I have, like, oh yeah, I said I was gonna show you my builds. I don't have any crit, but I have a bunch of, elemental mastery and stuff. I use a Favonius sword. I don't have any 5-star weapons. I have a lot. I don't know why I had pyro resistance on Kazuha, but I did. This is a really old build. I just don't touch his build. Builds flex queen. Yeah, I'm a girly pop, don't worry. Yoimiya, I tried to build physical. She has quite a bit of crit damage, but not enough crit rate. Because I don't get good artifact rolls. Like... Oh, thank you. I said I have a pretty voice. I only have like... Oh.
I can't fucking jump on.
I can't, build my characters very well. Because I never get good rolls. Also, my Zhongli build is complete dookie. I should have 4-piece tenacity of the millilith, but I just don't.
And because my app crashed, I lost my VR chat plus.
Damn. I tried to go for an HP build on Diona. Funny defense stat. Attack stat. Because also, attack stat because, I lost my train of thought. No, it's not you. I only have, her at C3, and then I have the character that I use the absolute least at C5. And then I have Bennett at C6.
Benny's adventure team, assemble!
This absolute buffoon kept coming home.
Or not.
I didn't want him to. The 6th time. Oh, thank you. I have some pretty solid builds, but like, I don't think they do very well in like actual combat. That's my only problem.
Time to go.
I can like 2-piece an entire like mini bishop, but
I don't like 2-piece in games where
which of us two is the gaming recluse?
I don't know, that's up to interpretation.
It is up to interpretation. He had an entire what is that? Okay, buddy. Just run away from me. Okay. Oh, viewpoint. It's up to interpretation because he had an entire gaming channel, but I'm the one who like stays at home all day and games, usually, because I don't have a job yet. Oh.
Stabilize.
Fire hazard!
Into the wind.
Yay!
Offering.
It's because you have to open a bunch to get the good shit. What a caring husband. My boyfriend won't even buy me a bag of chips.
Oh, is this the place? Oh, it's in terrible shape. And there's sand everywhere.
My boyfriend, he does a lot. That's really all I can say. Oh god.
Wind Strider.
I got stuck. I really hate some of these, like, enemy areas. I don't know how to explain it. I hate some of the places that they place enemies. Oh god.
Monsters! Watch out!
Monsters! Too bad I'm gonna get this Dendroculus first. Oh! Oh!
Many regrets.
I'm like almost 16. Oh! I love Genshin boys. Yeah, same. I just... I didn't even know that it was gonna break! I feel stupid now. Bro. Scarabs. Looks like a robot thing.
Solidify.
I don't know much about the newer updates for Genshin, and that's the only thing that I really don't like about playing through the newer story. Oh, I'm gonna love this.
Stabilize. This is order.
Look at you, Boo Down. A fist of reprise.
One with nature. Fallen leaves. Adorn my...
Fuse is lit. Cool bishop down.
Rise. I will have order.
Scratch cat.
Clouds high. The birds
Yeah.
call into the wind.
What did you call these guys? The lava trolls. What did you call them? Where's the... No, you called them something. Not Big Steppa, but something else. I think I knocked him down. Nope. My Love that. Slay. How did this motherfucker not die? I watched him fall to his death, and he didn't die?
Brings a smile to my face.
Also, if your boyfriend not treating you right, you shouldn't stay with him either way. You deserve better. Like, if you don't do shit to him, and he does like, ooh, if he treats you bad, any way, shape, or form, I don't think you deserve to, like, you know. Should I drop him? I don't know about yours, but mine doesn't pay. Ooh, yeah, definitely rethink that relationship. No, you're fine. I don't care about venting.
Giving relationship advice on your street.
What about it? Okay, they asked for it.
Oh my god! Don't expect that on every stream.
Oh, like he doesn't want to cuddle me or talk all the time. Yeah, no, that's definitely something that you should rethink. I could hear them all, the vicious winds of the desert, Avin's angry weeping for Hakim. The words of God, I could always hear them, all of them. First Hakim, then Avin, then Arbaz. They all left, dissolving into the yellow sand, leaving me here just to suffer, but my broken mind and body can bear no more. O God, protector of all the desert people, mightier than the sandstorm, more glorious than the sun, I beg you, please put an end to this trial. Free me, I beg you, from the scalpel of the wicked doctor, from the potions that make me hurt all over. Let me return to the fields of my home, I beg you, please. That's upsetting. I'm not gonna lie to you, I actually fucking cried at one of the newer story quests for Inazuma. And the junior side quest, I thought she died. I was so glad that she didn't actually die.
Time to go.
What?
Time to go.
Did I not defeat all the monsters? Oh, there's another area.
Time to go.
Yeah, there's probably like more shit you can.
Imagine crying over pixels. I cried during up. I couldn't imagine, honestly. I hate movies that can actually make you cry. What did... Oh. I think I made a mistake. I think I made a little bit of a mistake. I fell down. You and your hubby Snuggle Bear have a nice night, and I have to go now. Okay. I'll probably be streaming tomorrow too. Not as late. If you wanna like come in. We'll probably actually be on call tomorrow.
Just do actual streams, like every day at a set time.
Yeah. You have a nice night. Good night.
Time to go. Into the wind.
This is order.
Fallen leaves adorn my...
A festive reprise! Shaken and stirred! Can't handle your...
The wind knows me.
Stabilize.
One with nature. As one with wind and cloud.
I will have order.
We you can bully me?
Time for a light show. Go Bishop down!
Solidify!
The wind knows me. Fallen leaves, adorn my nut!
Sayonara special!
Order guide you. Quake!
One with nature.
They were easier to deal with than Paimon had expected. Super strong bandits? Or monsters taller than buildings dropping out of the sky? Or, you know, something like that.
Hi, deleted Google user. Oh, hi.
He looks
Her comment
super
is-
serious. We gotta stay on our A game, too.
This is the one.
Which Pokemon causes the most divorce?
Most divorce?
Yeah.
Probably Vaporeon.
Lopunny.
Let's go
Not
in and take a
Lopunny.
look.
We could just stream these other games too. Don't become just one game because if you become
I know. I know.
Patience. Shawnee says she only
You
hears
want
the
to get on
crying
that
at night.
PlayStation party?
We have time to burn.
maybe, but we can also just do a joint thing.
Yeah. You want to both stream?
Until then,
I don't know. I don't even know if I want to stream on my channel.
You should. Just don't give a. Just don't.
I'm taking a break.
And just like that, he sits down. Wait, he even brought a book to read? What are you reading? Let Paimon see!
Okay, sure.
Huh? The natural
So, you got that?
Oh, Paimon gives up. You keep reading your book. See ya! How is he so relaxed? Look at him, reading an impossible book in a creepy place like this. Hey, Paimon's your Teyvat travel guide. Paimon knows plenty of useful stuff already. And anyway, it's not Paimon's fault that the books people read in Sumeru are so... Paimon's getting so sleepy. Huh? What was that sound?
There it is. It's coming from that direction.
Is the sound coming from here? Huh. Paimon's not seeing anything.
It's from below.
But there's no way we can get down.
Something is off about the interior here. As I thought, there's a hidden structure.
Wow. It's like they tucked another hospital into this one. Oh, it looks like there are other mechanisms around here. Let's keep exploring.
Time to go. There's still a long road. Propagate! The wind knows me.
Here come the fireworks!
This is order.
As one with wind and cloud. Into the wind. The wind knows me.
Stabilize.
Spring forth! Into the wind. Fallen leaves, adorn my night! The wind knows me. Scatter!
Look! There's someone over there! Good idea. Let's approach him slowly without alarming him.
Wait. You're...
He can't speak, and his eyes are unfocused. But he looks too young to be anyone's grandfather. Also, why is he the only one here?
Didn't expect to see him here.
You know him?
He's Razak, a senior of mine at the Academia.
He's a scholar too? Is he the kind that holes up in a forest and mumbles stuff about training?
No. And that's the problem. Razak was never involved in any of those things. He never trained in the forest, let alone reach Satyavada life. Leaving that question aside for the moment, him being here alone means that we might be too late. Looks like they've already taken everyone away. For whatever reason, they left Razak here. Perhaps they simply didn't have time to come back for him. There are drag marks on the ground. They're clearer by the doorway. Someone was forcefully drawing a cart that was loaded with something heavy.
Loaded with people?
That is one possibility. It looks like they were in a hurry, as if they were afraid of being caught. The symptoms are identical. Looks like we found living proof.
Huh? Why do you say that?
Allow me to jog your memory. Recall your time at Port Ormos. Don't you think his symptoms look familiar?
Oh, now that you mention it, they're acting the same way.
Correct. The Academia is behind all of this. It isn't difficult to deduce their rationale.
First, the Academia spread a false rumor of King Deshret's resurrection, emphasizing the role of the village keepers, the mad scholars who were exiled to Aru village.
These rumors were all the they were, as well as being a life for the desert. Many would give everything they, even if complications arise. The notion of an Academia plot.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. But there's still one very important question.
Throughout this process, first, they were scholars. Then, they became lunatics. After that, they were exiled. An exile is still... Perhaps the process...
So, the human brain...
I'm the Academia's... Anyway, judging by Razak's state, or perhaps his curiosity...
Hyman's a little